Hey YouTube, St. Frank here. This week's episode of Hobby Talk is not a subject I am happy to talk about this week. And that is one of the players I definitely have been collecting over the past few years is now a very bad decision on my part to collect his cards. Fernando Tatis Jr. I've graded a bunch of his cards. I haven't bought a ton of them. I've been just mainly lucky in pulling his cards over time. But the player, he's got immense talent, yet very poor judgment. He has got himself suspended now for 80 games for testing positive for performance enhancing drugs. So this on top of him not ever being healthy. I mean, he's barely put together more than a full season. He's never put together, I believe, a full season in 1 year. But if you add up all of his games that he's played, it does not even equal 2 years of playing time. And now he's going to miss all this year. He will miss like 40 games. I don't remember exactly how many games. Well into 2023, he'll be missing games. I think it's like 30 some games that he will miss because of this suspension into 2023. So there's another year that he is just not going to put up a full season. Yeah, it stinks, but I feel like this is a player that I am no longer going to be collecting his cards, actively collecting. I'll keep these cards. I'm not going to fire sell them. It would be foolish to, I think. Actually, it might not be foolish to, but there's going to be so many Tatis cards up for auction in the next week or two because I think a lot of people are already getting a little tired of him always battling injuries. I mean, that's not the player's fault. He's just not a durable player. But I think a lot of people were starting to be out on Tatis. And now the floodgates are going to be open on people being out on Tatis. And yeah, like here's his Topps Chrome PSA 10 rookie. This used to be a great card. It's been graded a lot, so it's a drop down because of high pop. But injury concerns have pushed it way down. Now it's going to drop way down. Like I'm interested to see what this card will go down to. This is a Bowman First Auto. This is just a PSA 9, but I mean, I just can't. This was at one time like a $2,000 card, even as a PSA 9. I don't know what it's going to drop down to. It'll be interesting to see. But I've tried to grade a lot of his cards, and I won't grade another one of his cards. I'm not going to put any more grading effort into Tatis stuff. I'm taking him off of my list of players that I'm wanting to collect. Now that list now includes, I collect Juan Soto stuff, I collect Ronald Acuna, Shohei Ohtani, and the fourth player was Tatis. Taking him off the list, and I think I would put Julio Rodriguez in his spot, and followed by like a Wander Franco. I still believe in Wander Franco. I know he's having some injury problems, but he's still very young. And he's got a skill set that is really, really good. And so I think Wander could very easily be right on top once again. So I still have a lot of belief in Wander Franco. A lot of people are out on Franco. I'm staying in on Franco, but I'm definitely out on Tatis. It sucks because I have some nice Tatis cards. I mean, I think this one's a Pop 1 PSA 10 Wave Auto from Leaf Metal Draft. Just some really cool cards, but so frustrating. because he's basically washed away 2+ full seasons of playing time already. He won't have a full season in 2023, so you're looking at, hopefully he'll be back to full health in 2023. Get his priorities straight. He doesn't. This is what just kills me with this. He's got immense talent. Why jack with that by messing around with anything having to do with the PED? A PED, is that how? Yeah, performance enhancing drug. Why would you even think about that? I mean, your team loves you, or they loved you. Your fans, they loved you. I mean, even through injuries, people have still believe in Tatis. But you know what? It would be foolish for me to keep trying to buy and grade Tatis cards. Just foolish. So, yeah, I know the title of this video is what should I do with my Fernando Tatis cards, or it'll be something like that. Is Fernando Tatis worth collecting? Something like that. You know what? I have to put a hard no on Tatis. And I was already starting to turn against him because of his durability, which has cost him so many games already. Now you got to throw in this into the mix as well. I mean, he's healthy again. Guess what? Now he's going to be out all the rest of the season and well into next year because of PED. So, very, very frustrating. And it makes me even more frustrated with collecting sports cards because this happens a lot with players. They're humans. Things happen. Some players get in trouble. Some players don't do so good. Some players get traded to a team that's not very good, and then their cards tank. You know, it's the madness of sports cards collecting, and it's a very frustrating roller coaster. I will say that, but you know, thankfully, these are cards I pulled. I didn't go out and spend thousands of dollars on these cards. I did spend money to grade them, of course, but I mean, they were pretty cheap to grade. Because I did most of them back when it was like $10 a card or less. So, what do you guys? The important thing is, what do you guys think about this Tatis situation? How devastating is that to his cards? I mean, there can't possibly be. I mean, there could possibly be more devastating things that could happen to Tatis and his cards, but as far as he was just about to come back, they've got Juan Soto, for crying out loud. We could have seen Machado, Soto, and Tatis in a lineup. Nope, you're not going to get to see that now. Oh, that just stings, man. And it's very annoying. And, you know, Tatis he says that he made a mistake. Man, you can't make mistakes like that as a pro athlete. You just can't. And that's some rough news, man. And this is probably my most depressing news ever on a episode of Hobby Talk, but it is what it is. So, you know, what do you guys think? I'd love to hear your comments. What happened? Okay, let's say Tatis gets through this suspension. He comes back next year, you know, a month and a half into next year's seasons, and is 100% healthy and does really well the rest of the year. Then going into 2024, will his card prices, I mean, they will recover at some point. Right now, I think they're way too high. They're going to crash hard. So you got to think maybe in a month from now of where his card prices are going to be. It might be a time to buy at that point, because there are going to be a ton of Tatis cards flooding the market of people done with Tatis. And so that's what you have to think of. Let's see, what is Tatis's age? He was born January 2nd, 1999. So right now he's 23. So he's 23 right now. So he'll be 24 to start next year. So he'll be 25 before we can even think of him having a full season. I mean, it's still pretty young. If he gets us all behind him, if it comes out that yes, he made a mistake, it wasn't him an egregious trying to cheat the game or whatever. You know, maybe he just made a really dumb mistake. You know, the best case scenario, he comes back in 2025, puts together an MVP season, gets tested all year, comes clean, has clean tests, all that. Will his cars ever come back to where they are right now? I don't think they will. I think there's just too much damage done. He's missing too many key years of his career. He's basically gonna be behind so many great young players at that point in his stats. There were also points being made. There's going to be a lot of people that will never vote him into the Hall of Fame because now he has the taint of PED on his resume. And that stinks because in baseball, you need to be a Hall of Fame player for your cars to hold up over, the long term. They were making comparisons to Robinson Cano. Nobody wants Robinson Cano cars, except for maybe Robinson Cano's family and maybe some really diehard Robinson Cano fans. Is this the type of situation where his cars will never be worth much of anything? Even if he has some MVP caliber seasons, a couple years from now? Who knows? Anyway, I'm not fire selling my Tatis stuff. I genuinely like the player, but he's definitely not on my list of players to collect now. I do think there will be buying opportunities if you think that he could possibly have some big years down the road, because his cars are going to just crash hard. You kind of think of it like Deshaun Watson in NFL, which is not fair. Tatis isn't doing the disgusting behavior that Deshaun Watson has done in despicable contract situations of Deshaun Watson in the NFL. But his situation will be similar in that Deshaun Watson cars crashed hard, and if you think Deshaun Watson can somehow get past all this mess that he's in, you're buying super low. So there is opportunity a month or two from now that Tatis stuff might have crashed so hard that it might be a good time to buy in. I mean, because his cars will be at all-time lows. I mean, there's no doubt. I don't think I will because I have a lot of his key rookies and stuff already, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. And I hope he does come back and have a nice year in 2023, even though it won't be a full year. I hope he stays healthy, because I think that's the only chance that he has of rebuilding himself back up is in 2024, having a healthy, legal-free, legal problem-free, drug-free, PED-free season where we can see what he actually can do in a full season, because I think this kid is capable of putting up unbelievable numbers as a healthy player. Anyway, bummer of news coming down about Tatis this week. And this is a good subject. Who are your guys' top 4 young players in baseball? I definitely have Ohtani. Soto, Acuna, and I put now, in place of Tatis, I put Julio Rodriguez in that 4 hole. What are you guys' top 4 young players with huge upside? Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Later.